Hello, welcome to Real Perspective. I'm Russell Lockhart, and this is
Steve Madden.
And we're here to present three different movies today. We've got a review of The Monkey, which is a Stephen King vehicle. We've got Opus, and we've got The Unbreakable Boy. So, very first one we're going to go is Stephen King's The Monkey.
Stephen King did a movie about a monkey.
About a monkey.
Cool stuff. Alrighty, folks. Hang on tight. Watch this trailer, and we're going to be right back to talk about it.
Everything okay up there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, that's odd. I don't remember locking this.
You wouldn't have to remember if my aunt had a wind-up toy monkey at the yard sale.
Oh, not a cherished childhood memory now, was it?
No, 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 no! The coroner said it was an accident, but it was no accident. It was a monkey. When I was a kid, my twin brother and I found something that loved to kill. I did everything I could to make it, but it had other plans. Hello, brother. Bill. The monkey that likes killing our family. It's back. It must be vanquished. Why don't you vanquish it, huh, Bill? Wait! We have been chosen to witness its power over life and death in its most devious ways.
The toy monkey?
It's evil. It's basically the devil.
Everybody dies.
Alrighty, so this is, okay, according to what I'm seeing is a comedy horror, so...
Yeah, more horror, but has some comedy in it. So
Okay.
this is actually based on Stephen King's book called Skeleton Crew. And so
Okay.
I thought was an interesting fact. Skeleton Crew had a monkey with the symbols on it,
Mm.
and they tried to go with the symbols, but the thing is that there was a copyright infringement on that, so they couldn't do it. So there was a
Okay.
copyright issue. So they changed it to a drum instead, which kind of made it cool. I thought the drum was kind of neat the way they did it. So here's the deal: The Monkey is about a cursed monkey. They open up the movie opens up. This guy's trying to sell it to a pawn shop and say, just take it. I want to get rid of it. It's cursed and all this.
Is it a real monkey?
No,
or,
it's kind of like the symbol monkey,
like a symbol monkey.
but
okay.
he's got a drum.
But he has a drum this
Yeah.
time. No symbols. Symbols are bad.
Right. So
right.
so he so there goes the symbolism.
Okay. Oh.
Anyway, so the monkey is cursed. And so basically, when the monkey starts, if he'll start kind of playing his drum, and when he starts playing his drum, somebody dies. Okay, so that's the kind of the horror story on this. It feels a little bit like Final Destination type of film. If anybody's watched that, if you're horror fans out there, you know what that is. I am a horror fan. I like horror movies. I love Stephen King. I've read all of his books when I was younger. I thought they did a decent job on this one. It's not the best. It's not, to me. I think my favorite Stephen King book and movie was The Stand. I think that's just a great movie, great book. So this was a decent take. Now it's got Theo James. He was in the Divergent series on that,
Yes,
so he's one of the main guys. There's about two brothers in this. You got Tatiana Maslany. Now, I absolutely love Tatiana.
Orphan Black.
Orphan Black.
Oh.
That was like I was like hooked on that show.
Yeah.
And was like crazy.
It was.
on
She,
that.
I mean, she was phenomenal doing all those characters.
Absolutely. If you haven't seen Orphan Black, I would recommend go watch it.
Yeah, put that on your watch
exactly.
list. That is a really good one. Also, she is She-Hulk.
See, I've not seen that yet, but hey, for those of you guys like the superhero movies,
Yep.
She-Hulk. He said, check it out.
Some people were complaining about it, but I said, hey, why don't have a good time? It's lighthearted. It's fun. Go see it.
And this movie also has Elijah Wood
Mhm.
from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Okay, Elijah Wood, I've watched him since he was yay big. He was really a kid. All right, so this is rated R for a lot of gore,
Oh, boy.
a lot of violence, sexual language, period. All right, now, Osgood Perkins, he's the writer, director. He did the deal here. He turned this Stephen King book into the Monkey. It is a fun ride. It is, if you like horror movies, this is a great horror movie to be in and to watch. It's a lot of fun. It's got the suspense. It's got the humor. It's got all these things. So basically, there's about two brothers who their dad had disappeared. Now the dad's going to be the man you see in the very beginning of the film where he's trying to get rid of the monkey. Well, then the monkey ends up being in their closet or the dad's closet with all of his effects. Story is that he's disappeared one time, just kind of ran off with somebody.
Chucky, man.
Yeah. So they find the monkey, and then that's when they're kids, a couple of weird things happen, and so they put it away. And as they're adults, then that's where the story begins, and they're trying to one is obsessed with the monkey, so he's trying to figure out how to get this to work. It's like when you had that monkey and you want it to do something, and you can start it up or wish upon it, and then somebody's going to die. Usually, it's not the person that's doing it; it's going to be somebody else. But that person is cursed along with the monkey to forever do this, do the whole thing with the monkey and somebody dying. So that's the story. Again, it's a decent movie. It's not, rip-roaring, wonderful horror movie, but it is a fun movie and just a lot of fun in there. So I had a blast with that.
Okay.
I absolutely love Stephen King stuff. So I really like the movie. Is it for everyone? No. It's got a lot of gore, and if you don't like gore, I think if you like horror movies, you're going to see gore, especially nowadays. It's got a lot of gore. The language is excessive. I'll tell you that, and especially because they do some language like sexual language and innuendos and stuff like that. Yeah, talking dirty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But overall, I like the movie. It's kind of fun.
Okay, so this is based on a 1980 short story by Stephen King.
Skeleton.
I think that's interesting. That's interesting. Well, remember Bicentennial Man?
Yeah.
That was on a short story by, oh goodness, what was his name? Isaac Asimov.
Yeah. Well, they do that a lot. They have a lot of Stephen King short stories that convert over to some work, some don't. Lawnmower Man was based on that,
Man,
but it had nothing to do. They totally messed it up and took it somewhere else.
Even though Pierce Brosnan is one of our favorites. Anyway,
same thing with this.
Yeah.
The writer said, "Oh, I took liberties. I took liberties like crazy."
I bet he did.
And so it wasn't as good as I thought as a short story, but I thought it was really good.
So horror stories that always have an object. Now, Stephen King, you remember Christine?
Yeah.
The car.
Yep.
He had Carrie.
Yeah.
Right.
What was the object there? Carrie.
I don't know. Carrie, I guess that was just pretty nasty, pig blood. Anyway, but then you have other ones like Chucky, like I was just joking about earlier. You have inanimate objects that become animate and attack you and kill you. So, this is not one for the kiddies to watch. They'll be afraid of their monkey. Anyway, and I guess they were, this was a Disney situation with the rights because of the Disney, they think they have the rights for the cymbal banging
because of Toy Story.
Yeah. It's this kind of oddball things about it.
The other interesting thing about that, the kind of little trivia here, is that it was kind of found it odd that Toy Story would be the basis of that.
Yeah.
Because when they did Toy Story 3 and they had the monkey with the cymbals, it was because the director and writer liked Stephen King so much.
Mm-hmm.
So then, he was the reason why they had that monkey out.
Yeah.
But of course, then they won't let him use it.
So are we going to go through a whole thing where all the Toy Story characters become sickos? You got Potato Head.
Yeah.
You can't kill him yet. Or
he mashes people.
oh, he mashes people. Hey,
He's
I
a
like
masher.
this. Okay, tell me. Okay, I can run on that. Tell me, what was the comedy part of this movie?
It's not a lot of comedy. It's just kind of like here and there, just kind of situational comedy. It's more just fun.
Just fun.
It's not
okay.
really like comedy slapstick. Ha ha! He died.
Yeah.
It's not that.
Well, I was wondering, since you have Sarah Levy in here, who
Yeah.
of course is a part. She is the daughter of Eugene Levy. Should I say the word? Well, I wish they wouldn't. Anyway,
Well,
Schitt's
okay.
Creek.
So, Levy was on SCTV.
Gotcha.
So to me that's his biggest thing. But he also did pretty much all of the high school. No, it's
No, it was American Pie.
American Pie movies.
Yes.
So he's done a lot of stuff. He's a great comedian.
Mhm.
But I will always remember him. My first thing that I saw him on was SCTV.
SCTV.
When I was younger.
Well, that was
he
good.
like-
You know, all those, like SNL.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you talk about SNL, I'm first see a couple of seasons. But then, and maybe Eddie Murphy and that.
Yeah, there were some good seasons in SNL.
But the stuff they have
not in
now,
a while.
don't get me started on
Yeah.
that. But
So that's where I remember him from. So Eugene Levy, and so
Okay.
this girl is Eugene's
that's
daughter.
his daughter. And so, but she was with him in that Schitt's Creek
Yeah,
series,
Yeah.
which was so popular.
right.
And that was a comedy, so I was just wondering if that kind of played into some of
There
the
wasn't that much.
comedy
I mean, it wasn't that kind of comedy. It was just like a situational comedies. Haha, this is funny type of thing. It was not. It was not like rip roaring hilarious. Okay, but it had some funny moments in it. So really, it leans more on horror and all of that than comedy. But
Okay.
Stephen King always has comedy mixed in with his books and stories
Okay.
most of the time.
Okay. Yeah, we do not want to read the quote from Perkins, who is the stated fully
No.
to Empire about his approach to the material,
No, I told
about
I
taking
said it pretty
liberties,
much, yeah.
and he uses some quite interesting language.
You can. What I did was just kind of,
Move
a
along.
little bit, used his words a little bit, but yeah,
Okay.
that's the basic on this movie.
Now, I do see that this movie is making money.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
look, it's a Stephen King movie and it's a horror
Mhm.
movie. People are gonna, and the thing about it is, this is not like a very unique idea exactly. You're always going to have a cursed item and stuff like that. But when you have Stephen King, his name attached to something,
Yeah.
it's going to sell.
Oh, it's going
I mean,
to. Yeah. He is one of the popular.
he is a king of horror movies. And just and I don't know how many people know this, but things like Stephen King did things like Shawshank Redemption and things like that, where it's not horror movies.
That's
The
amazing.
Green Mile.
The Green Mile.
He's done.
That was,
he's
it
done
had
that.
some interesting moments in it, but that was a really good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. 1963, the show before.
Okay.
These are all movies that he did. That's not horror movies.
Yeah.
So he wasn't always just not always just horror movies.
Yeah.
But I think that he excels at horror movies so much better than anybody else. Part of that is because Stephen King is scared of everything. He said he has so many phobias that he just writes about them. So I think I love Stephen King stuff. This one's not one of my favorite Stephen King adaptations,
Okay.
but I still think they did a decent job.
Okay, let's run down the list here. So we talked about language. We
Oh, yeah.
talked about the dirty jokes. We talked about horror, the gore.
Yeah.
Nudity and stuff like that.
Not that I
Just
remember. I
talking
didn't see any nudity in this one.
Okay. Alrighty. And okay, age limit. I don't think. Of course,
At
kiddies
least
aren't
17. At
covered.
least 17.
17.
I mean, if you're again, I always say that watch your kids if they're 15, and to me, I always think that people, the kids listen to that language all the time at school, they hear it, but you just have to really be careful what you want to let your kids listen to and watch. So you know your kids. Parents, y'all know your kids better than anybody else in this world.
Mhm.
The only one that knows them better is God. So that's the
Yep.
bottom line.
Very good.
So you know what they can handle, what they can't.
Okay. Good. I'm okay. And yeah, you're looking at the way that this dude, what his quote, Empire. Yeah, you'd think.
Don't get obsessed over that.
Okay.
Just,
anyway, I'll stop that. Anyway, alrighty. Let's look. Okay, the reels.
It is 6.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it, but I'm telling you, I just didn't enjoy it as much.
Almost half. Well,
sort of. I just didn't like it as much as other Stephen King movies.
Yeah.
But I still liked it. Liked
Okay.
it. Really, really good, fun movie.
What was your favorite Stephen King movie?
The Stand.
The Stand.
The Stand is hands down my favorite, just because I love it. It was my first book that I wrote. First book that I read.
Okay.
And first Stephen King book that I read. One day, I was in school and this girl was reading The Stand. I'm going, wow, it's a big book, and making conversation. And she said, it's by Stephen King. I said, who? And she's going, are you kidding me?
You don't know Stephen King?
She handed me the book after she was done with it. This was Friday afternoon. I went home. I was giving it back to her on Monday morning because I finished it over the weekend. And that book was like, yay, thick. So I'm a big fan of Stephen King. After that, I just got everything that he had and read it. And I was just so impressed with it. So I love Stephen King, but The Stand is by far my favorite movie.
Okay.
And favorite book all the way down.
All right. So this is already at the movie house, so you can watch it. All righty, cool. 6.5 reels. Ready. Okay, Russell, let's see. Next movie.
Opus.
Opus.
Now, those of y'all that were Bloom County fans, it's not about the Penguin. The Penguin in Bloom County fans, you people know y'all are fans of him. Back in the 80s, there was a comic strip called Bloom County by Burt Brett, and I loved it. And I was a big fan of Opus. This has nothing to do with that.
Okay. All right.
So just that to say, it's called Opus.
Opus.
Yeah.
Opus. Okay. All righty. First of all, I looked at this picture on here and wondered, is this animated?
It is not animated.
No, it's not animated.
No.
All righty, folks. Well, take a look at this trailer, and we're going to be right back to talk about Opus.
There's a rumor flying around that Moretti's back. Like, Moretti?
After 30 years outside the public eye, pop icon Moretti returns for an exclusive listening experience.
He's bringing you a gift.
This is for Ariel Ecton.
It'll be an absolute honor to spend this weekend with you.
Thank you.
Yeah, namaste. Everybody meet Ariel, some young blood from the magazine. This is Clara, the most hated sex symbol on TV.
Thank you. How's print media treating you?
Congratulations, and welcome to this once-in-a-lifetime gathering.
Moretti requires that everyone be shaven. So, how's the lady garden?
Mr. Moretti will be playing the greatest album of modern times. Future times, all the times, really. And there is more to come. So much more.
What is it that you guys do?
Would you like to see?
The crowd is upset. Upset that I'm not on stage.
Is this not alarming to you?
The back row's asleep. But the front row's ready to rage. Are you sure you haven't been drinking with us?
Okay.
Okay, so this is an American thriller.
Yeah, it's so this has John Malkovich, which I'm crazy about.
There you go.
Two of my favorite movies he did was Red and Red 2. I'm also a big fan of his and other movies that he did. But he just John Malkovich is just a genius, and some with that comedy and sometimes comedy drama type of stuff.
Yes.
Juliette Lewis, who August Osage County, among other things that she's done in her life, and then Ayo, A-Y-O, Edibon. I hope I'm not butchering that. She was from The Bear. Inside Out 2 that she did.
Edibiri.
Yeah, Edibiri. She's awesome. She's awesome.
Okay.
So the movie itself, John Malkovich. So Io is and Juliette Lewis both play these reporters, and they're newspapers. Io, her character is like an aspiring writer, wants to do all these different really big stories and stuff, and she's fairly new in the business.
Mm-hmm.
They find out that an old music icon, John Malkovich, is coming back after 30 years with a brand new album, and he invites them to his estate to have this big soiree.
Okay.
So as they get there, it's very clear that something's not right, and it's basically a cult, and they're kind of capturing them. So that's kind of what it is. They're not able to go anywhere. They're kind of got a guard on each door, all that stuff. So that's basically what it is. It's a cult, and it's very bizarre, very wild and weird. There's spots on there that you're just kind of going, what in the world is happening to me? Why am I watching this movie? It was mildly entertaining.
Okay.
But it's just, that's the basic format is that it's a cult, and that's what they're going after. So
you're not giving away
no, I didn't want because that's even in the description. That's basically what it says in the trailer that shows you too.
Okay.
And it's revealed pretty quickly. I think there was something not right about this movie, something that was off for me, and I kept trying to figure out what it was. When I saw it, I was liking part of it, but not liking it. And for some reason, there was something that was bothering me. Why didn't I like it as much as I wanted to? John Malkovich was phenomenal, as always.
Mm-hmm.
Juliette Lewis, although I don't always like her stuff, she was actually really good at it. Io Edibon, that how you pronounce it? Edibiri. Yeah. She was phenomenal. In fact, I thought she was one of my favorite parts besides John Malkovich. John Malkovich just did some weird stuff, and it was interesting, but she is just like one of the breakouts in this one. I thought she was wonderful. She's only got a handful of credits to her name, but man, she's great. So she carried this movie.
Okay.
Acting was great. I think the writing to me started as I started thinking about it after I left and was thinking about this film.
Mm-hmm.
The writing was awkward and just not really perfect on that.
Okay.
This thing had been done before, cult members, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was just kind of awkward writing and rushed things, and some things weren't rushed and it should have been. There were boring spots in there. I think it was just the writing. That's the only thing I can figure on that. That's the only thing that wasn't right to me. It was very odd and quirky looking at times, and I like stuff like that. I like odd and quirky.
Yeah.
But it got just weird in there. We got some weird stuff.
What was that movie about? Was it not Inside John Malkovich's Head? It was.
No, it's called Inside John Malkovich.
Okay.
That's his name of Inside John Malkovich.
Was that just strange too?
It was strange, but it was fun strange, and I kind of liked that. It was just basically John Cusack got inside his head. There was a floor, and then you do that. But no, this was a weird strange. Sometimes you felt like you didn't want to be there watching this because of the stuff that they had in there. Sometimes it felt like a horror movie where you're kind of going, don't go in there, and they go in there. Don't go upstairs, and they go up the stairs. There's one scene where she's running from them. She's in the house, and they start coming in, and what does she do? Instead of going out the back door, she goes up to the next level. And then they come up, and she goes up to the next level. It's just those basic, don't do that in horror movies.
I kept on having that trouble on Burger Time, the video game the other day. Kept on going up. Okay.
But to me, it was just something wrong with the writing.
Okay.
Otherwise, I kind of liked it. This is the writer director is Mark Anthony Green.
I see that.
He did good in that. I just felt like the writing. I think I can kind of lay the blame on him a little bit. Mm-hmm. The writing to me was off. To me, it got too violent, but it was very violent. A lot of language, nudity. it just, to me, it just kind of, the whole story was kind of interesting, but it just got too weird and too awkward. So that's my take on it. I just didn't like it, and mainly because of the writing. I liked it; it was okay, but the writing was.
Was Juliette Lewis strange in this one?
No, she's actually not. The only she's one of the reporters, so she's
just one of the okay. Yeah. So of course.
John Malkovich is strange in this one, but it's the way they do his when he comes, like one of the scenes has all of them sitting in a circle and he's doing his music, and it's just very strange music, and he's dressed like very odd, and then he starts trying to dance with them and like sexual dances with each one of them. It got a little weird. I mean, even the guys, he did sexual dances with the guys, stuff like that. It was just very weird.
Yeah.
It was very weird feel. The writing just wasn't there for me, and I thought they tried to make it too weird, and it just was. It just didn't work. And at the same time, the ending to me was very, 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 very predictable. I kind of knew what was
predictable.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. It wasn't a good payoff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and they premiered it at Sundance.
Yeah.
This is A24. Huh?
It was, and that's what really bothers me. I love A24's movies, and most of the time it's on the mark. This is probably my third A24 movie that I'm kind of going, it missed the mark. I mean, even Alfred Hitchcock has.
Y'all get some, change up over at A24. You need to get some better movies here. Okay, here's a trivia question. What comedy movie did Juliette Lewis get her start in?
I don't know from her start.
It was one of her very early movies.
Was it?
Actually, you know what I'm thinking about is two of them, but it was one of them was Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
Okay, and the other one is that I believe didn't she star? No, that was Martha Plimpton. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that's what I was thinking. Parenthood.
Martha started on Parenthood. She actually, she was on Parenthood.
Yeah.
But she actually got me started on Goonies.
She was Goonies. So. But yeah, I remember Julie Lewis in Christmas Vacation. Of course, you're watching every Christmas, so yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she did a
She's a good actress.
She's a good actress. I don't always like the roles, and sometimes, I know this sounds really petty, sometimes her voice bothers me, but there's some movies that I've seen her in that I really like. Like I said, she did a great job in this. It had nothing to do with the acting. I think the actors all did a great job. I think it was just the writing for me.
Okay. Okay, let's do the rundown. Language.
Huge. I mean, it's crazy language.
Tremendous.
A lot of language, excessive bad language.
Okay.
Nudity. Absolutely graphic nudity.
Graphic nudity, talking about, okay. And violence, of course, we know that.
Yeah, a lot of violence.
My goodness. Okay, and of course, you don't want to show the kiddies this movie.
No.
Alrighty. Wokeism, any of that stuff?
No, not really.
Agenda?
No agendas on that. Just weird.
Just weird.
Yeah, they pushed a weird agenda.
Okay, so you're telling me this guy was stoned all through the makeup?
Well, it's not. I don't know. I just don't know if it's just that, or if it's bad writing, or if he had an idea. It was a great idea.
It's a good idea. He was an old time rock star or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, he was like a huge star at one point, and I like the concept. I like the concept of that. I like the concept of even being a cult. So I dug that, but it would just, I think the cult thing, everything that they did was like a formula, like it was basically it's been done before type of thing.
Okay.
Give me something different. Give me something, you had a great idea to mash those together and make it a horror movie type of thing, but then your writing just kind of fell. Yeah. So that's my point. And for being an A24 movie, I was very disappointed
in the A24. Yeah. That's just something else. All righty, let's go for the gusto. How many reels on this one?
5.5.
5.5.
You're being generous
nice
with that because I really like the acting. And overall, John Malkovich, even in his weirdness, he was really good. And and he played his part very well.
Okay, he played his part very well.
I thought they did good. Like you said, if it wasn't for the writing, I think it would have been a great movie. But that writing just fell flat to me. And it was full of just the same thing we've seen over and over and over again with this.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Well, we've had a couple of slow dogs. How about this third one here?
The Unbreakable Boy.
Are you going to bring us one that is going to save the day?
Well, I will wait for that until we see the trailer.
Okay, let's see the trailer right here. The Unbreakable Boy. Watch it now.
Hey, Ozman, are you sure that's the right hat for your first day?
Don't be a goober, Daddy-o. Jessica is the best one. It's the Mountain Dew Code Red of hats. And the best part is the chicks dig it.
Oh, dude.
I'm Austin. You can call me Ozman. Welcome back, everybody! I have a lizard named Marty and a killer hat collection. When I meet people, I tell them everything. Logan, this is Tyler. He said we can be best friends. All I have to do is shut up. Oh, yeah, I'm also autistic.
Autism presents itself in many different ways.
It's a class for kids with special needs. They think that it's time, that it's only going to get worse.
Earth to Austin.
I think his brain's on another planet.
Nope, my brain is right here in my head on Earth.
This is not what I thought it was going to be like.
Shoes on. Dad's late for work. Hey, whoa. Austin, what are you doing?
I feel like I'm failing every day, and the harder I try, the worse I do.
Honey, your mistakes don't define you. How you healed us.
You've given up so much for this family, and you have never stopped fighting for us.
Here's to one day at a time.
Check out my sweet new board.
Why are you such a jerk, man? Give it back.
Nah, but you can borrow sometime.
Why do you even want to be friends with him? Because he's sad. Here's a true fact. Sometimes a sad moment feels happy. And sometimes a happy moment feels sad. I don't always know why. That's just what it's like to be Austin.
You're doing awesome, dude. Go on, get back out there.
I can't.
Sure you can. Watch this. Hey, Ozman, do you want to fly?
Yeah!
I wish I could enjoy anything as much as my son enjoys everything.
Woohoo! Look, Dad, it's a dragon!
Because Austin, every day can be the best day. Every moment, the best moment.
This is the best day of my life!
You just have to be able to see it.
Okay, so we got Patricia Heaton in this one, I saw. And biographical drama film. Okay.
Right. So this is actually based on a book. So the book, I got to read this book. This is a long time. Let me tell you. It's based on a book called The Unbreakable Boy and Father's Fear and a Son's Courage and a Story of Unconditional Love. Mm-hmm. So this was by Scott Lorette. Now, Scott Lorette, this is all about what he went through, his wife went through with their child. Now, I will say this boy named Jacob Lavelle, he's been an 8-bit Christmas, and A Kid Like Jake is, he's got a small list of movies that he's done.
Yeah.
But the dude is great in here. So he plays the main character, that this little boy is born. So let me back up a little bit, tell you the rest of the cast. Zachary Levi. Yes. Zachary Levi is in both of the Shazams.
Yep. I
started liking him in a TV show called Chuck. If you ever want to watch Chuck, Chuck was a great show, a geek that becomes a spy. He's just such a great, and he did a voice in Tangled. Zachary Levi, I really have always absolutely loved. He's just a great guy. He's a Christian. He is. He tries not to do, his movies. He chooses his movies very, very good, very well, very. Make sure that they're wholesome movies type of thing. Nice. Megan Fahey, she's in a couple of shows called miniseries type of things, A Perfect Couple and White Lotus. She's awesome in this. And then Patricia Heaton, and we know her from Everyone Loves Raven. And she plays the wife.
Yes.
Top-notch cast. Jacob Lavelle, who plays the little boy, absolutely phenomenal. He plays this boy so well. The boy ends up he has the son of these two people, this couple. He has a brittle bone disease.
Yes.
And he's autistic.
Yeah.
So this dude Jacob Laval, this actor, played him with such precision and just the heart, everything that you saw from him was Jacob, and that was great. And Jacob doesn't have this; he's got a speech impediment. That's about it. But Jacob, this was all him acting, so it's really good.
Wow.
So the movie's about the parents. These guys meet. They find out as they get married or as they're having a baby that the little boy that they're going to have has brittle bone disease. So they find that out. As he's growing, they're having to be really careful with him all the time. And then they find out that he's autistic. So this is their battle of what they went through. And especially with the book and this movie is more the dad's battle.
Okay.
The dad was battling, why is this happening to me? What did I do? Then how do I deal with this? And now my life's plans that I've had is up in smoke. And he goes to drinking, and it's about him battling the alcohol and this stuff like that. So it's got all this stuff that they're battling, and it's just this wonderful family story about them getting through all of this and trying to get through all this. So it's this is done very well. John Gunn, he took this project on. They start talking about they talk heavily about the autism, very heavily about the brittle bone, but it's more about a family and how they dealt with everything. And this little boy who had no hate for anybody, had all this love. I mean, one of the scenes was a boy that keeps he's a brute. He's like a bully, and the little boy just going, I love you, you're great, you're awesome, thank you, and you're welcome. And, he's just giving his love. And he doesn't know that this guy is being mean to him. And it's just such a great, heartwarming movie all the way around. Everything about it. And I'm telling you, if you have any kind of heart and you cry in any movies, get ready for this one. This is going to be one of those that you're going to be crying in. So it's such a great movie all the way around. I think that this is one of these kind of movies that these should be like Oscar worthy.
Yeah.
I think Jacob Laval should win an Oscar or at least be nominated for one. I don't think it'll happen because, it's not the type of movie that Hollywood looks at. But as Christians, as fellow human beings, and looking for family movies, this is it, man. This is it. This is what it should be all about. It's PG. Now, there's PG for a couple of reasons. First of all, alcohol abuse. Okay. So it is very very intense with the alcohol abuse because they portray this how it really is and what happens with the kids and why is everything happening. So it's kind of could be one of those things that if someone is going through that or have recently gone through that, it could be kind of triggering for them to feel that way.
Okay.
But it is very, very, very real feel on that. It's got mild cuss words. Now it's got 2 cuss words in it, and they're very, very mild. And that's it for that. I mean, nothing you wouldn't see on regular TV, basically. Which not saying much, but that's it. It's PG for that. And then there's some situations in there with meltdowns. Obviously with a child that's autism, if anybody knows that kids with autism and knows that you're going to have meltdowns. It's just part of that life with that. Also with the husband and wife, there's some meltdowns in that.
Yes.
So it's just common, like normal, everyday, things that happen in family drama type of thing. So again, it could be triggering. You make up your mind, but it's done. They did it very well. They did a good job on this.
Okay.
Other than that, I mean, it's just a great movie. It's very inspiring. It's very family oriented, and I absolutely love this about this movie. Zachary Levi, I remember seeing him on an interview, and he was talking about it, And, you know, he was just saying, go see it. It's a great movie. Go see it. It's heartwarming. It's heartwarming. He was absolutely right. This will hit you where it counts, man. This will hit you in the feels. So that's it, man. I can't recommend this enough on this movie.
Man, you got something that you like.
Absolutely. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorite movies I've seen in a while. You know, there's a lot of garbage out there in Hollywood. A lot of bad movies, a lot of stuff that's just kind of eye candy, but doesn't really do anything. This actually can get to your heart. It gives you a glimpse of what this would be like to be a part of this family. And if you know someone, if you're someone that has an autism child and seen this, you know, kind of what they've gone through. But this is somebody battling, like I said, brittle bone disease and autism at the same time. Yeah. And it's the family that's going through this. And I know a lot of us that had kids with any kind of special needs or any kind of surgeries or anything like that. It's a tough thing to go through. And so when you're going through all of this at the same time, you just you got those breaking points. You're kind of going, why? And God gives us those reasons. Yeah. So God gives us the reasons for it.
I was just checking. I had to check here. The production company. You have Lionsgate, right? Yeah. We know the Lionsgate. But then you have Kingdom Story Company. Yeah. Who brought you Jesus Revolution? Yeah. I can only imagine. Unsung Hero. Yeah. Wow. Then the Unbreakable Boy, Johnny Cash, The Redemption of American Icon, and I Still Believe. So they have their hands in it.
Oh yeah, they've got their hands in it.
It's an independent film and television studio. Yeah. That produces Christian content. It says. Yes. Very again, nice.
To me, nice. It's not a Christian movie per se. It's not. I mean, there's a portion of it because
two cuss words, man.
Yeah, and they're mild. They're seriously mild. No. It's and one of them is called the Hoover, whatever it is, you know. Yeah, yeah. So that's the one. You know, but it's one of the things about this is it's just real, and that's the whole thing. It's very real. And Jacob Laval portraying this boy will capture your heart. Okay. It absolutely will capture your heart.
All righty, let's. I don't think some of these I don't have to ask, but you said language. You got a couple of cuss words.
Just two.
Okay. Any sexual, any of that mess? None of that.
I mean, there's all it is like the couple flirting, you know, as they meet. That's about it. It's just that sexual tension between them. Okay. We see that in anything.
Yeah, you can see it. Well, anyway. Let me see. Any agenda? Any gay themes?
No gay themes. Agenda. The only thing that I could say is that in fact, they don't even push it. They don't push it at all. I mean, from the backstory, from reading the trivia, that the writer and one of the actors is a no-vaxxer type of thing. Okay. So, but they don't push that. There's no agenda to push that in there. They don't mention that. They don't mention why he has it that way. Nothing. It's just purely a family. It's a story about a family trying to get through this, and a dad more than anything trying to grasp why it's happening and grasp where his place is in this. So that's what it's about. At the when you're bottom lining it, that's the story. It's all about that. Now there is some talk of religion there. Okay. I mean, the wife goes to church, and then and that's that bone of contention because the dad won't go, the wife does, and there's a pastor involved in there, stuff like that they talk about. That's a really good subplot in that. That's really decent. Like I said, the whole movie from beginning to end is phenomenal. It makes me want to go read this book, actually. I'd love to read this book because I know they're not going to pack everything in this movie that's in the book. But so it's a great movie.
The Wonder Project was listed again on the company list here. Yeah. And they are a new independent studio that produces premium theatrical films and television. There's a new one on Prime called House of David. That looks like
I'd be curious about that. Yeah.
So, good. Okay. 109 minutes. And this looks really good. All righty. Okay. Well, let's give it to Gusto. Let's see what we got here.
I put this as a solid 9. So solid 9, man. I could probably even go higher than that, but solid 9. I really liked the movie. It gave me great feel. I cried through. Of course, I'm a crier. You know, I will watch movies and I get into those movies.
Yeah.
So, but I really love this movie. It really was. It's interesting because I looked at some of the reviews on this, and it's not great reviews on it. But I have to think about.
Go figure.
I have to think about
Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, we're kind of in different categories here because most of the critics that would critique movies are looking for a certain thing.
Yeah.
And so if it's got this family thing, they don't want to see that. So most of the time, these don't get rated as good. Now, I've seen some reviewers rating it, and they're speaking highly of it.
Okay.
Just people that watch it. And I think people of faith, people that are Christians, people of faith, people that are family oriented and looking for that, hungry for that stuff that we don't see anymore with Disney and stuff like that. I think this is feeding to those people.
Yeah.
And trying to get back to that normal of getting back to where we can have family films again.
Yeah, family films are good. Like I said, I mentioned that list there, and we've talked about some of these movies before, but yeah, just good stuff. You know, family oriented. What age limit do you think would be able to absorb?
Well, it's PG, so it is parental guidance. It is, again, you're going to know what you want your kids to see. This has some again, like I said, some altercations, some alcohol abuse, stuff like this that gets a little bit intense. Okay. So, you know, I think that you would have to be, I think some kids it might go over their heads on some of it. Okay. But if you've got a kid that's 8 or 9 or 10 that has been through that, it might bother them some, you know.
Okay,
they've
so
seen that before. So it's tough. It's one
teenage years, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
All right.
Definitely, it's a family type of movie, but I think that it really, because of the situational, the situations that they have, I think you might kind of watch what. Yeah. You know your kids better than anybody. Now, as a side note.
Yes.
I just wanted to say, I think I sent you this the other day, but I thought it was interesting to note with the change of everything that's happening right now politically, Disney started to make a movie, and it's not out yet, but they had a gay scene in it, like that, but they took it out.
It's transgender.
Transgender.
Yes,
they took it out, and they replaced it with, was it saying somebody that
the kid was praying. Yeah.
So that's interesting. I don't know. This is very early in the development. So, and everyone that's been watching this knows that I am a huge fan of Disney old style. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Disney new style. Yeah. Now, it's too early to tell if this is truly changing in their lives, or if it's because the money wasn't getting there. They were losing a lot of money.
Well, they were losing money.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
Or if it's pandering to the new political climate.
This political climate. It's like I said if we see this, all of a sudden they change back to pushing transgender and gay and this type of thing again in their movies. You find after, say, in the next 4 years, we get another president or whatever. Then you know that they're just kind of rolling along. Yeah. It's good. Somebody said this is a good first small step, and I think that's what the article said. Yeah. And so we'll see, because really they need to stop it, because people don't come to the movies to be told what politicians do. Yeah. You know.
But the most important part about it is kids should not be forced to watch this stuff. No. No matter what it is. I mean, it shouldn't be. Kids shouldn't be taught sexuality at all. No. So it should not be something that is in kid movies. That needs to be, if you want to do it in an adult, like movies for adults, not adult movies, but movies for adults, great, man. That's up to you. But it should not be forced into children's movies. So I like this change, but I am optimistically skeptical. Okay. Or skeptically optimistic. One of those two. We'll see what happens in the future, but we will talk about it more as this changes, if it changes. So
Okay.
that's what my 2 cents were.
Yeah, the new movie, I don't have the name of it, but it's on the Disney.
It's on Disney.
It's on Disney, and you could watch it there. All righty, cool. So let's review our 3 movies for tonight.
Okay.
Okay, The Monkey.
The Monkey, pretty decent horror movie. I liked it. 6.5.
6.5. Okay, and then Opus.
Opus had a great idea, but it kind of flailed on the writing.
Yeah.
And it's the same old that we've seen before. 5.5 out of 10.
5.5. Okay. And lastly, The Unbreakable Boy.
A 9, solid 9. Great family film. Very inspiring. Very, very much just will touch your heart and hit you in the feels.
Okay. Fantastic. All righty. Well, Russell, thank you again for those reviews.
Thank you.
We'll be back with you guys with more reviews as time goes on here. And we're creeping into the spring, so we're going to be pushing towards summer. If you want something but it is kind of violent, but it is Disney pure, not Disney, but Marvel flavor. What's his name? Daredevil.
Yeah.
Born Again is back on, and
it's okay.
We'll see. We'll see where that leads. At least I'm not, they're not pushing some agenda right now that I
just don't think, I don't like it as much as the Netflix series.
Yeah.
I thought the Netflix series did it better.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyway, all righty. So let me see. So keep the popcorn popping.
And the soda flowing.
And we'll see you next time on Real Perspective.